What if I told you? The one of the kindest men on earth. He has lived through a life most people wouldn't survive. What if I told you that behind the calm eyes of Keanu Reeves is a story filled with death, loss, loneliness, and silence? This is not a story of loud success. This is a story of ignorance. This is the rise of Keanu Reeves. Keanu Charles Reeves was born in 1964, but stability never lived with him. His father was violent, addicted to drugs, absent. By the time Keanu was 3 years old, his father disappeared forever. No goodbye, no explanation, just gone. Keanu and his mother moved constantly. Australia, New York, Canada. Schools changed, friends disappeared. By the time Keanu was a teenager, he had attended 4 different high schools. He suffered from dyslexia. He suffered from dyslexia. Reading was painful. Learning felt humiliating. Teachers didn't see potential. They saw a problem. And Keanu began to believe them. Keanu didn't fit in. He wasn't popular. He wasn't confident. He wasn't understood. He loved acting. But people told him, you are not smart enough, you are not talented enough. He dropped out of school, not because he was lazy, because he felt unwanted. Acting became his only escape. At 20 years old, he moved to Los Angeles with no money and no connection, just hope. And the hope is fragile when you are alone. Keanu's career began to rise. Bill and Ted, Speed, Hollywood noticed him. Fame arrived. Money arrived, but happiness didn't. Behind the scenes, his personal life was collapsing. In the late 1990s, his best friend, actor River Phoenix, died of a drug overdose right in front of him. Keanu never recovered from that night. Then life hit harder. In 1999, Keanu met the love of his life, Jennifer Syme. For the first time, he felt peace. They were expecting a child, but tragedy arrived quietly. Their baby daughter was stillborn. Keanu and Jennifer were destroyed. Their relationship collapsed under grief. Just months later, Jennifer Syme died in a car accident. In 1 year, Keanu lost his child and the woman he loved. Most people never recover from one loss. Keanu survived too. And he did it alone. Keanu disappeared emotionally. He avoided fame, avoided parties, avoided attention. Photos of him sitting alone in benches became viral. People called him Sad Keanu. But they didn't know the truth. He wasn't sad for attention. He was grieving. Despite his wealth, he lived simply. He took the subway, ate alone, gave money away secretly. He donated millions to children's hospitals and cancer research without putting his name on it, because pain taught him one thing: life is short, kindness matters. Keanu returned to acting, not for fame, for purpose. The Matrix changed cinema forever, but even then, he gave away most of his salary to the special effects team. Years later, when many thought his career was over, he came back, stronger, sharper, focused. John Wick just wasn't a role. It was Keanu's soul on screen. A man who lost everything but refused to become cruel. The world finally understood him. Keanu Reeves never let pain turn into bitterness. He chose humility in a world of ego. He chose kindness in a world of cruelty. He once said, grief changes shape, but it never ends. Yet he kept moving forward, quietly, with dignity, without needing applause. If you are suffering in silence, if you have lost someone, if life is unfair, remember Keanu Reeves. Not because he became famous, but because he stayed human. Strength is not loud. Strength is not violent. Sometimes, strength is simply continuing to live without losing your heart. This was the rise of a star, not through power, but through pain.